in the ground. The lab pod.
Hi there.
What happened?
My rock collection fell.
Rock collection?
Yeah, from all over the world.
Put those rocks away, Pod. If you want to look, do it this way.
Off on a mission! Oh, I want all of those rocks.
I don't think you've got the space, Pod.
These rocks are all different colours.
That's because they're different types of rock.
How are they different?
It all depends how they were made, Annie. Here's one way rocks are made. When the lava cools, it forms rocks known as igneous rocks.
I want to find out more. This is a good place. And look, there's Mark. Is this your quarry, Mark?
It's not mine, but I'm the manager of the quarry.
Did you dig this big hole yourself?
No, I didn't dig it. It's been dug by lots of people, and people have been working here for 250 years.
Is there rock under everything then, Mark?
There's rock under every field, under every town, under every road. You can dig a hole anywhere and you'll come to rock.
This is a perfect place to see rocks, Annie. Look, you can see the soil on top, then all the different layers of rock.
So rocks are really useful stuff, Mark.
Very useful indeed. In fact, we'd be lost without it. We wouldn't have roads and we wouldn't have houses. We wouldn't have buildings and factories. So humans are very dependent on rocks.
What kind of rocks are these?
The kind of rocks that we quarry here are limestones. This is a very famous limestone called Portland stone, and many famous buildings in London and other cities are built from it. Buildings like St. Paul's Cathedral and the Bank of England. We've also got another type of limestone that we quarry in this place, which has got a very blue colour, and we use that especially for making floor tiles.
What other kinds of rocks are there?
Oh, there are many kinds of rocks. Rocks like granites and slates and marbles, and they are found, different rocks are found in different places all over the world.
How do you get the limestone out?
We use two methods. We've got an old method which uses explosives.
3, 2, 1.
And we've got a modern method which we tend to use a lot more these days, which uses saws. And we saw the stone from the ground.
So how old are the rocks here?
These rocks are about 150 million years old. They were laid down or made in the Jurassic period, and that's the time when all the dinosaurs were around.
How do you know they're that old?
We quite often find fossils of dinosaurs, find the odd bits of dinosaurs, lots of shells, and because there are lots of fossils here, we get lots of scientists who come to examine them, and they tell us how old they are.
Can I have some rocks for my collection, please?
Yes, you can take away whatever you want. Anything you can carry, you can have.
Hey, thanks, Mark. See you. Landslide. Whee!
Oh dear.
Don't worry. At least he has a hobby. Maybe he could keep them in the garden.
What? Never. Rocks are for walls and building big things.
Aha, I have an idea. First, let's send Pod on another mission.
Okay. Pod? Oh, Pod, are you there?
Pod, where are you?
Here I am, and here I go! That's limestone. It's being used to build walls.
You do know about rocks, Pod. What's this?
It's slate, and it's used for roofs.
Well done, Pod. This beautiful building, the Taj Mahal, is made mostly out of marble. The Sphinx in Egypt is made out of limestone.
And this cathedral is made out of limestone too.
Wow! Humans can make beautiful things out of rocks.
You're right, Annie. And the people who do that are called stonemasons. Find out more, Pod.
On my way! Roger, can you tell me what a stonemason does?
Yes, he shapes stones for lots of different buildings, for churches and big buildings, banks, makes fountains, statues.
So what are you making here, Roger?
I'm shaping a base for a column to go into a big building. We're using Portland limestone for this base, and we're using it because it's very hard wearing and because it lasts a very long time. It looks very nice once you've shaped it, and it's not too expensive.
It looks like the right kind of stone to make statues out of.
Yes, you can make statues quite easily because it's quite easily carved and takes quite intricate shapes very easily, if you have the skill.
Could I do it?
No, you couldn't.
Oh.
Don't worry, Pod. Find us some different rock.
Hey, this is granite. And here's Clinton. What do you do here?
We make worktops for people's kitchens and marble bathrooms for them.
It's beautiful. Does granite come out of the ground like that?
No, when it's cut out of the ground. It's cut in very large blocks, approximately the size of the slabs you see here. Then it's sawn up on very large machines in Italy and polished and sent over here.
But how do you get the lovely patterns?
It's in the polishing. The patterns are formed by the cooling of the rock. Granite is igneous, which means it's from fire. So as the rock cools, all of the different colours and patterns come out.
How do you make the kitchen worktops?
We cut out the basic shapes of the work surfaces in the granite. We then polish the edges of those work surfaces and make sure that they're perfect and then install them in people's kitchens.
Isn't granite very hard to cut?
The only thing that will cut granite is diamond. So all of our utensils that we cut and polish with have to have diamond in them.
Wow! Have you ever found any fossils in the stone here?
I have a fossil here. It's a fossilized fish in a piece of slate.
Can I have it for my collection?
No, I'm afraid not. It's a very valuable fossil. But I can give you some bits of marble for your collection.
Thanks, Clinton. See you.
Oh, dear. I hope she can do it. I hope you won't hurt yourself, Annie. Your parents are sure to recycle me if...
Don't worry so much, Ollo. Everything's set. Watch. Rewind. All back on the shelves and locked.
Well done, Annie. I hope Pod isn't too upset. Open. I wonder where he is.
Oh, I'm sure he's not too far away.
Who put my rock collection away?
Oh.
We did, Pod. Now, don't...
Thank you. Now I have room for my soil collection. Whee!
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. What a mess he's making.
Don't worry, Ollo. I'll rewind it away. Now, I think I know how rocks are made. How is soil made?
Well, good question. And a good reason to get Pod out of there. Pod, we want to see something about soil. Pod! Where are you?
Here I am and on my way.
So soil didn't just happen to be here?
Soil's a major part of our planet, Annie. Over millions of years, most living things have contributed to its creation.
Yeah, soil's really important. You see, our planet is called Planet Earth, and Earth is soil.
Yes, well, soil is very important. It's also very dirty.
And fun to play in too, especially when it's mud.
Ollo, I've got an idea if you can keep Pod busy.
OK, Annie. Pod, off you go to find out more about soil.
On my way. Hello, Helen. Can you tell me how soil is made?
Yes, soil is a mixture of broken down rocks and decayed leaf litter, all mixed together by worms and bugs over thousands of years. Let's see what kind of soil we have here.
Whatever's that, Helen?
This is a soil auger. It's for going down into the soil and bringing up a soil sample. There are two different layers. There's a darker layer at the top. That's where the organic matter, the decayed leaves, is all being mixed in. But underneath, we've got a paler, sandy area. It looks like it's got a sandy texture.
You see, Annie, some soils are much sandier than others.
I'm going to add a bit of water to this sandy soil to try and make a soil ball. The sandy soil's quite dry and it doesn't make a very good ball. If I squeeze the ball, it collapses and it doesn't form a worm properly. It's a very dry sand. We can contrast that to this clay soil. If we roll that into a worm, we can even bend it into a circle without it cracking.
Do you get clay and sand together in soil?
Yes, all soil is a mixture of clay and sand, but we can separate those things from each other. This is my soil cocktail, and the sandy material has gone to the bottom because it's heavier, but the clay material is here at the top, and some of it is still even floating after 24 hours. At the very top, we've got the decayed leaves and pine needles. That's the organic matter.
Why is soil so important?
All the things that we eat come from the soil. So we get all our crops from the soil. We wouldn't have bread without soil. All our major food comes from it. So it's really important that we look after it.
Thanks, Helen.
Okay, bye, Pod.
We've got to stop him.
I'll soon get rid of that soil. Rewind. I guess I rewound too far.
Oh, dear.
Yay! I think I'll collect animals and start my own zoo.
What will we do now, Annie?
I think I'll rewind us out of here. Rewind.
Annie, Ollo, come and see my new pet. Hello? Annie? Ollo? Where are you?
Ollo, Ollo, and the cheeky red robot Pod. Yes, she has Ollo, Ollo, and the cheeky red robot Pod. So here we are